Mike's Garage. Well, today we're going to do something a little different. We're not doing a car review, we're actually doing a car repair. This is my 2004 Mercury Sable wagon, and we're going to be replacing the front brake pads as they're squeaking pretty badly. Now, they're not really worn, they're only about 2,000 miles old, but I don't think the pads and the rotors I have on there are compatible. I do have the premium pads and rotors from, I'm not going to say the name, but Any Parts Store. So I got some Ultra Stops that are made by Bosch, and I'm just going to swap out the pads, and hopefully that'll alleviate the squeaking. The last time I did this, when I had the pads and rotors warranted, it stopped the squeak for a while, and then it came back. So I'm thinking that they don't work together very well. So we're going to go ahead and pop the wheels off, swap them over, and hopefully that will quiet it down. And if it does for the front, I'll probably get the same pads for the rear. So let's get started. Alright. First, get the old jack out here. Okay, that will be good enough. Now I'm just going to slide an extra jack stand under it for support. So you got to go up just a hair. There we go. Now I'm going to use my impact and the lug nut key that came with it. Now on the face of it, I don't really see anything wrong. I would think this would be a little bit cleaner, but it doesn't look too, it looks like it's just not mating well with the pads that I have on here. So I'm just going to swap them out and hope for the best. Now, one thing never do is never put your foot under it like that, because if it falls, even though it's supported, you're going to hurt yourself pretty badly. Never take a chance. Right, one. There we go. This is a 12mm socket. Okay. Slide this out. bumper is in good shape. Actually came with a rag. I'm not sure whose this is, but it was in there, so. Alright. Now, front one, the M, put just a bit of brake quiet. Right here where they sit. There we go. Right. A little bit goes a long way. There we go. Now, a little on the back. Alright. I actually like to put it on the inside here where it's going to sit. That way you don't waste it. It doesn't get on the middle where you don't want it. That just collects dust. And as you can see, these are pretty new. A lot of meat left on them, but I just don't like them. Go on the middle. Okay. One's in. And grab your big channel locks and compress the piston a little bit. There we go. And now we slide it back on. Bottom nut started. And there we go. Top nut. Or bolt, I should say. There we go. Sometimes you gotta finagle it a little bit. Good and snug. I use the German torque spec on this. Good and tight. Alright. Okay, so here we are, all tight. Got the clips in the way they're supposed to be. Bolts on the back are tight. Got my brake quiet on the front. We should be good. That looks really good to me. Now let's just get the tire back on. Always make sure you get a few threads on here so you don't end up cross-tightening them. And I like to put some anti-seize compound on them. Actually, last time I did, so I really don't need to again. And now let's tighten it down. one side done. Now let's give it a test drive. It's a nice day, but I think I'll just turn the air conditioner on so it doesn't get too noisy in here. All right, here we go. A couple of stops. Seems to stop pretty well. Give it a quick ride around the neighborhood first, around the block, just to make sure I didn't mess anything up. I didn't. It's not that hard. This is something that's very easy for someone to do at home. If you want to work on your own car and save a little bit of money. The pads I bought were $36, I think. So that's just the front, so it would be, double that for the rear, so $66. If you need rotors, just depends on what kind you get. I didn't replace them this time. But if your rotors are still good and they're not warped, sometimes you can get away with just replacing the pads. If you take it to a shop, it's going to be, $300-400 for a brake job. And sometimes you can do it yourself for $150. That's quite a good savings. I'm up to 45. Normally I'd hear it make a squeaky noise. Let's turn the air off. I don't hear anything. Seems to be quiet. We're about to make a turn. I've got a really good pedal here too, and I didn't even bleed the brakes, and it seems like it's a little bit firmer of a pedal. Not as soft as it was before. Let's crack the windows down, see if we hear anything. Not a thing. So it does seem like we have fixed the problem. Well, I do hope you guys have learned something today. Maybe if you've never done brakes before, now you know how to do it. I know there are a lot of other websites out there, a lot of YouTubers that'll do the same thing. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like my videos. I'll try to do as many as I can. And hopefully you like my content. Anyway, thanks, and I'll see you next time.